Right, we're on the road. Got about an hour's drive to a spot that I've been fishing, and the weather is absolutely miserable. Hopefully you can hear me. I've got the air blasting, hot air. The car dash, it says it's 36 degrees, but it's definitely colder than that right now. I figured while I've got the time this morning, I'm going to run down, get some bait out, and hopefully continue the feeding that's been going on this late in the year. Seasonally, well, unseasonally I should say, things have been very, very unseasonal in terms of temperature, air temperature, water temperature. Because of this, it's obviously allowed us to fish, or me at least anyway, a lot later than I would normally. In many years since I've really fished this late into the year, end of October, beginning of November, I would call it quits. You know, like many, hang the rods up. But this year, it's been so warm, and the fish have just continued to feed. As such, results, we've been catching some great fish. So with that in mind, I've continued to keep bait going in, and the rewards have been continued to come. So I figured that this might be a great weekend before it really gets cold. Next week, we're getting more snow. Either way, really great to be able to get back out there. Just give it a go, you know. I feel like the winter period, or late fall winter period, a lot of people give up way too early. And because of that, possibly miss out on some great rewards that could be there to have. So I've got some trusted bait with me that I know works. I've used it for a number of seasons now, and that's Carp USA, some high necks. But we've also been working on, or Lorenzo's been working on with us, a new version, Pinex 2.0. Now it's all natural, it's a great looking bait, no dyes in it, so it's not white anymore. It's a natural, earthy, sandy kind of biscuit looking coloured bait. And one of those things that we've been talking about is the fact that bait like this, when you get used to using a bait that works, you get so much confidence in it. And to me personally, part of what we do is all about confidence, having confidence in your hooks, rigs, hook link, main line, rods, you know, the whole deal. Once you've got confidence in it and you know what works and you've got that dialed in, you're very reluctant to change it or want to put changes into it. Why change something that works, right? It's not broken, don't fix it. So with that in mind, I know that Pinex White works very well and it will catch. It's been catching for me up until the last few weeks ago. So last weekend I had a few fish out. No issues with it, but now the temperatures are really starting to drop. Fish are feeding less now, in my opinion. There's still some opportunities to be had. It's about 32 degrees. The mornings have been even colder, lots of frost. I know it's going to be hard work, but I know there's going to be some fish to be had. So anyway, let's crack on with it and I'll catch up with you guys soon. Best I can say, it's definitely wet and cold, but the water is still so warm. Couldn't believe it. It's definitely, I'd say, upper 40s still, which is great. I've got the bait in. I'm soaked, but part of it, I suppose, isn't it? It's got what we've got to do. And yeah, I had a good look around. Didn't see any signs of fish showing or anything like that, but the bait's in, and that's the main thing. And I know they get on that spot. They've definitely been camped out there. So yeah, I'm going to get back in the car, make my way home, get dinner on for this afternoon. Nice roast, lamb roast. Tomorrow, next time you see me, I'll have the rods out, or at least I'll be trying to get the rods out. I'm not sure what the weather's looking like for tomorrow. Probably more of the same we've got now. A bit of rain, possibly a bit of snow. Obviously, same temperatures that we've been getting, which I don't mind. It's not cold when you're doing stuff, so as long as you're moving around, you're good. But the right clothing, right layers, and obviously hot drinks and whatnot, and some good food. Hopefully the fish cooperate, and we'll get into a few. Anyway, next time you see me, I'll be having the rods out. The bait in yesterday, it was absolutely tipping it down with rain and sleet and snow off and on while changing the weather. So I'm definitely hopeful. There's been a big dip in temperature. Like, everything was frozen this morning. The car was frozen up. Roads have got ice on them all over the place. I'm really taking it easy. There's black ice on these back roads and you don't see it and you hit it and you slip out. But either way, gears loaded up, stuff for tea, hot drinks, heater. Even brought the heater with me this time round, just to give me a little extra warmth, help me dry my hands out if I happen to get wet or get a fish. Got the layers on. So yeah, fingers crossed that the fish are there. Well, I was not expecting that. Just came off of the left-hand rod that was off of the baited area, so where I put bait in yesterday. I'm fishing this rod away from that area and it's the first one to go. Rods have probably been on the spots for about, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes, close to an hour. Fantastic sign of things to come. So I'm just going to grab the net. Doesn't look like a bad one. How about that? I'll take it. What a lovely fish for these conditions. Over the moon with this. I'm gonna get it situated and get it out. A couple of photos. Take a quick look on the video shortly and send it on its way. Oh, it's definitely cold, that's for sure, but the fish are still feeding up and they're happy sitting out there by the looks of things. There's been a few fish showing, definitely some feeding and some feeding up out there going on. And it wasn't long, about 30, 35, maybe 40 minutes that the rods were out before the left-hander was away. Was on a Pinex with a little topper, one of the pop-ups. I'm not sure which one it was, from the Carp Baits USA range. And there we go, that is the result of it. What a lovely fish. Anyway, I'll take it in these conditions. I'm gonna get it back, get another rig made up, and get that rod back out there. Hopefully pick up another one. Wicked. $12 noon time on Friday, and the action's definitely not continued. I was hopeful that it would, but it doesn't seem as though it's going to. But you never know. This time of year, you know, it's always going to be a little bit slower than those spring and summer months. But that's to be expected, I suppose. I'm going to put a little bit more bait out before I leave. I'm going to give it probably another 2 hours, and then pull off. But I'll be back down again first thing tomorrow morning to hopefully give it another go. Well, it's definitely still chilly. The rods are back out, redone the middle rod, new bait, new rig, and it's back on the spot. I'm going to give it, like I said, a couple more hours, which will see me through probably till about 3:30. And after that, I'll probably put a little bit more bait in before I head out to hopefully set me up for success tomorrow when I get back down again. This morning I really wasn't expecting it. The temperatures absolutely dropped deep last night. It was really cold this morning. Anyway, I think I'm going to get the kettle on. Right, well, last knockings, as they say. Man, I stuck it out. It's been a bitterly cold day with all kinds of weather, sun, snow, hail, sleet, rain. We've had a bit of everything, but here it is, fish number 2. A very healthy common, which I will take. It seems to be a lot of fish activity, but nothing really wanting to pick up my bait. But anyway, I decided to stay on a little bit longer. It's creeping up for about 5 o'clock now. I'm just starting to pack up my gear, and the left hand rod again, fish number 2 from the left hand rod went. So there we go. Anyway, when you get this one back, pack up my gear, put a bit of bait in, as I said earlier, head home, get warmed up, sort my gear out ready for tomorrow, and get back down here nice and early to try and get a few more just like this one, if not bigger. There we go.